It's not an easy place for an outsider to travel. It's a land where sorcery is still part of everyday life, and where cannibalism was recently commonplace. It's into this realm that photographer and expedition leader Ulla Lohman headed as the advanced member of her team. She would journey in the far Pacific to Papua New Guinea and the land of the Anga people. She and her team soon to follow would investigate a practice long thought vanished from the world: human mummification. This region has a long history of preserving the dead. How were these mummies made? Why? How can science explain the survival of a corpse in such a hot and humid place? And why there's no record of a human mummification here for over a generation? Former missionary Walter Idam worked in this area in the 1950s. He got a rare invitation to witness a human mummification, and he may be the last Westerner to have seen it.
One day, people came to our place and said, if you want to see how a man was mummified, you can come along and see it. Then I climbed the valley up into the mountains. It was a terrible smell because that body hadn't been mummified really yet.
Now Ulla may be the next Westerner to witness this unique mummification process. She waited for 2 more members of her team to arrive at Koka village, where she knew she could discover many secrets of the mummies. What she didn't know was by the time this story ends, human mummification would become real again. Ulla was already an insider here. This was not her first trip.
The people of Koke lived a very traditional lifestyle when I first arrived. Then they were still wearing traditional clothes and having very little westernized things.
One of those friends may know more about mummies than anyone else. It's a village elder named Gemtasu. Not expecting her return, he was overwhelmed.
It was in 2003 when I first met Gemtasu.
Thank you, Gemtasu. Yeah. Oh.
Gemtasu adopted me as his daughter. So Papua New Guinea, Koke village is like my second home, and Gemtasu is like family to me. This really makes me return all the time. And Gemtasu brings his world closer to me, his traditional beliefs, and I try to bring my world closer to him.
We got some pizza from last time.
Ulla picked up Pidgin, the English-based common language of this country of over 800 local languages.
Oh, plenty.
Her images captured the faces of loved ones, especially important to the Anga.
Yeah.
But they have a much older technology for remembering them. High above the village and overlooking it is a shallow cave, a cliff gallery of mummified ancestors.
When I was up here the first time, I was scared to death. These people display their dead openly. They even come up to talk to the mummies.
It's a big challenge to photograph the mummies at night, but to me, it's only at night where their spirits can really come out.